Tenshi!
Oh, snap! That's awesome!
Moe! Moe! Super Moe!
A challenge, is it? Do you know the rules? Don't squander your time. Now, let the game begin.
All right. Sorry about the lack of videos. I wanted to get this out before Christmas, but things kinda happened, and then New Year's happened, and then I got sick, but now I'm here. Let's do this. For those of you that have never played No More Heroes, I'll give you a brief rundown. You play as Travis Touchdown, an otaku assassin who plays video games, watches anime and old wrestling videos, reads manga, owns a cat named Jean, and he has one goal in mind throughout the whole game.
Okay, how about this? If I become #1, will you do it with me?
Maybe.
Is that why he didn't make it into Smash?
Come on, just once.
Anyway, he meets a girl named Sylvia at a bar, and well, I'll let Travis tell this.
So being the gentleman I am, I bought her a drink. Anywho, I decided to get a job. The gig? Assassinate the Drifter. Bada bing. Or at least it was supposed to be. Till she showed up.
Congratulations. You are certified as the 11th best hitman. How about getting rid of the 10 killers above you and aim for the top?
Alright, let's get started.
It's game time!
So our first target is Death Metal, who kinda looks like Axel. You gotta fight through his mansion and kill all his guards. Since this is the first level, these guys aren't hard at all, but I'll tell you how the combat works. Travis has two types of stances, high and low. Pretty much, if your enemy's blocking high, you switch to low attacks, and if he's blocking low, you switch to high attacks. Bosses kinda don't work that way. They can block everything you throw at them, so you usually have to wait for an opening to hit them. And when you do, you can only hit them a few times until they start blocking again. Another thing Travis can do is punch and kick. It's just used to stun enemies so that you can grab them and perform wrestling moves. Grabbing works on bosses, but I'm not going to use them for this challenge, just to make it a bit harder. Because I hate myself. Alright, let's get Death Metal. Oh, and I guess another thing I should mention is dark stepping. When Travis blocks an attack successfully, if you push left or right on the stick, Travis will do a cool slide counter move. It slows down time and you can unleash a flurry of attacks. It's super satisfying. It works surprisingly easy on bosses, but tricky to master on normal baddies. I don't know why. So Death Metal, yeah, he's easy. After all his attacks, you can easily dark step them and barrage him with attacks. The only attacks you can't block are the ones that have the red shine, and it makes this sound. So when you hear that, just immediately do a dodge and you'll be saved. After half his life is gone, he'll make some shadow clones, but the same rules still apply. Just dark step and slash. Dead. Just make sure you aren't surrounded, because if they attack you too much, your beam katana will run out of power. You can't block or attack, so you're screwed. So once his clones are dead, you're pretty much done. He gives his last words and...
Then master the ways.
Peace. Didn't even let him finish. So we head back to our motel, and Sylvia tells us we have to come up with money to set up the next fight. I'll only show this once since it's not really important to this challenge, but for every rank, we have to do side jobs to make money. So like mowing the lawn or catching some cats. Stuff like that. After doing some gigs, you'll unlock some assassination missions. And those you could do some actual fighting. I just do those for money. That's probably I know there's probably a faster way to make money, but like I said, it's not important. I'm not a speedrunner here. So we pay the money, and our next fight is at the baseball stadium. The little baddies are all still pretty easy, but for some reason I can't get good at this batting challenge. I used to be able to kill all these guys in one swing and when I was playing on the Wii, but I don't know, I'm just getting old. Could just be me, I don't know. So now we're at the actual boss, Dr. Peace. He wields 2 golden revolvers and unlimited ammo. He's pretty easy, just dodge all his attacks, although I couldn't get the dark step timing on this, but it's still just easy. I do it once by accident, and once we get him down to 1 life, he shoots us away. We get to do a standoff with him, for which we are victorious. We are now ranked 9th. Our next target is Shinobu Jacobs at the Santa Destroya High School. Why do I say Destroya? At Santa Destroya High School. I don't know why, but there's a bunch of gangsters here. I mean, I don't think they work for Shinobu. She kind of tries to keep her identity as an assassin a secret, so are they her bodyguards? But still, I don't know. Anyways, these guys aren't hard, like the usual. But there is a funny moment when a baddie activates the sprinklers and Travis's beam katana shocks him, so we have to rush to turn off the sprinklers. It's pretty funny. Okay, so now we meet Shinobu. I actually had a hard time with her. It took me a few tries just to beat her for a few reasons. Here's one. 1, I'm not that good at dark stepping. When I do pull it off, I'm caught off guard and like you don't have a lot of time to actually do your attacks. So it's like I do a few attacks and then that's it. It's over. The second thing is that after some attacks, or even just a clash, she'll jump over you. It's really annoying how that happens. Usually after the flip, she'll do her sonic sword attack, and that's unblockable. Third thing is the stage itself is annoying. See these pillars here? They get in the way all the time for me. And at first I thought, okay, it's not that bad, at least it gives me some cover from her sonic sword attack, but nope. Sonic Sword ignores the pillars, so they just get in the way. Fourth thing, she has 2 attacks that are basically insta-kills. Unless you're at full health, she's got her Sonic Sword Barrage, where it's just a wave after wave of Sonic Sword attacks. And her Light Speed combo attack. Oh, just so you know, I made up these names. I don't know what they're actually called, so don't quote me on any of these. After 3 deaths, we finally beat her. The only tip I can think of is just be patient and stay attentive. You can't deal a lot of damage to her in one go, so you'll just have to chip away at her, especially later on in the fight when she just dodges all your combos, so yeah. We are now ranked 8th. Our next fight is against Destroy Man at the Bear Hug Studio. Now this part I had some more trouble with. We have to go through 3 warehouses full of baddies to get to him. The problem is some of these guys have guns. We can block bullets, but they take a lot of our battery power away. And mix them with the room full of guys and it's not a fun time. So you might be thinking just deal with them first. Yeah, I would, but usually there's more than one. They like to run away. See this? There's no way I can win. So I might as well just kill myself. Anyways, I get past that part eventually after like, I don't know how long, but let's go to Destroy Man. It's so cheap, I hate that part. So we get to him and he pulls the old let's shake hands before we fight prank and then I'll shock you.
Good luck. Likewise.
That was quite a move. I'll admit you've got potential.
I'm going for the Oscar this year.
Destroy Man is really easy. Most of his attacks are unblockable, but they're obvious to dodge. Destroy Pound, just stay away from him. Destroy Cannon, just dodge. Destroy Spark, just sidestep it. Destroy Beam, block or dodge. Destroy Buster, just keep running. I think that's all. Oh, and about halfway through his life, he'll start flying. But all you need to do is destroy one of those switches that's keeping him up, and he'll just fall down. And yeah, his Destroy Buster is supposed to be his like super move, but it's another easy one. Just keep walking around him. I don't think I ever got hit by it, but it's probably a really strong move. And that's pretty much it. Didn't die a single time to him. We are now ranked 7th. Our next fight is at the beach against Holly Summers. Okay, these baddies make sense. Holly is some sort of military agent, I don't know. So her grunts are soldiers. I don't know why we got bagged face men at the studio, but we got more gunmen. And some of these guys have submachine guns. Those take even more power to block. But at least while they're firing, they can't move or change directions, so you have time to kill them. Oh, there's also those landmines on the beach. Those are kind of annoying, but you can just stay away from those darkened spots. Best bet is to mind the signs. What the hell? Like right here, what the fuck? 3 gun guys in the same area. I got lucky that these guys are idiots and they just let me hit them. Okay, now for Holly. Her fight can be annoying, mostly because the beach is full of pitfalls that she digs up. But other than that, it shouldn't be too hard. She only has 2 unblockable attacks, her guided rockets and her landmine explosion. Wait, now that I think about it, where are those rockets coming out of? She does this turn and the rockets come out from her behind? I mean, you could say they come out of her leg, but you can't fit that many rockets in your leg, but you can fit them somewhere else. Anyways, I die once in this fight, but then I remember I could dark step her blockable attacks, so that just made the fight 10 times easier. I do it like 3 times in a row at one point, and it looks cool. I could probably do this fight even faster if I threw a punch or a kick when she's blocking my attacks at this point right here. That could have stunned her and I could deal even more free damage. But that's for another time. Maybe I'll speedrun it later, but I am now rank 6th. Up next is Let's Shake. We go into some tunnel and down there we see some shadowy figure. It runs away as we approach it, so we chase after it obviously. And as we chase it, we run into some baddies. They're all beam sword users, so it's not that tough. At least they don't have guns, that's all I want. And I don't know why, but every time I hit them, the screen does this weird zoom in and out thing. I think it's just some bug because we're in an enclosed area. I don't remember that happening on the Wii version, so Once we get to the end of the tunnel, we find our target in the middle of nowhere. It's this huge machine thing, I don't know. Is that fair? I mean, if one of our opponents brings a nuke and isn't even in the area, does that count? I don't know. Anyways, someone flies down and steals our kill.
Fucking Snatcher! I had him!
That's such a funny line. I love that line. Fucking Snatcher. So that's one fight closer, I guess. We're ranked 5th now? Yeah. Now we have a date with Sylvia. We're gonna watch this magic show with her. But first we gotta fight our way through this subway station. Isn't that hard, but once we clear the level, Travis gets tired and has a dream about some bullet hell game, and we have to beat it to continue. So I didn't want to spend time, so I died on purpose, but I thought that would, skip it, but I gotta actually do it. Anyways, Travis wakes up and we head to the magic show.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm packing heat, baby.
Wow.
And out of pure luck, Travis gets picked to join the stage. And it turns out Volodyarsky is the assassin, and the fight begins. So Harvey is another pretty easy fight. Whenever he does his 3-hit combo, you can easily dark step it, and he does it all the time. So another thing he likes to do is this screen flip thing. It kind of throws me off, and combined with this spinny attack, I really hate that one because I think that kills me once. I'm not really sure, but that's annoying. And another thing, he likes to summon those birds to dive bomb you, but it's another easy attack to avoid. So once we have Harvey below half health, he starts to do his insta-kill move, where he magically places you into a box and you have to frantically mash your way out of it before it blows up with you inside. And sometimes he'll do it multiple times in a row, which can be really annoying. I like this fight because he seems like he's actually having fun with Harvey. And once we beat him, Travis blinds him and slices him in half. We are now ranked 4th. for our next fight, we have to take a ride on the bus to the neighboring Speed City. On the way, we gotta fight these guys on the bus. It's kind of frustrating, but luckily I get to use Travis's dark side mode to get through it. Without it, I don't think I would have made it in my first try. Once we get to our stop, we find our main goal in this fight is to get close enough to Speed Buster and destroy her weapon. But there's also a lot of baddies in the way, and they don't really care if they die, I guess. They just want to stop you. So I'm just gonna make my way. At first I didn't know where I was supposed to go. I thought I actually had to walk up to her, but that's not what you gotta do. You just have to go over to this power thing, this pole, and hit it till it falls. And then they all tip over like dominoes to hit her Buster, and after that we can walk up to her and slice that thing in half. We are now ranked 3rd, and we also get Thunder Ryu's katana, since he kinda got blasted at the beginning of this fight. Alrighty, we're almost there, just a couple more fights. This time it's Bad Girl. We get to fight her goons with our bike. Pretty easy, just run them over and most of them die in just one hit, so after all that, we get to fight the Bad Girl. She's pretty tough and annoying. Tough because, for me, I have a hard time dodging her attacks and knowing her pattern. And annoying because after a few hits, I guess about halfway, she'll back out to the conveyor belt and bat her gimp guys at you. And then they stand back up and fight you. See? Annoying. Apparently there is a way to bat the gimp guys back at her, but I'm not really good at batting, so I just fought her fairly. Another thing to look out for is when she falls over and starts crying, don't get close to her. This is all a ruse, a farce. If you do try to hit her during this, you're dead. It's her insta-kill move. I don't know if you actually have to hit her to set her off, because one time I was kind of trapped between her and the wall, but I still got killed by her. I didn't attack her or anything. So just watch out for that. I just stay away from her. There's a thing where if you watch where her hands are, you can kind of tell when you can attack, but I just stayed clear from her. And so after we got her even lower health, she gets her bat and sets it on fire. And that does more damage. She gets this new jumping attack that you have to watch out for. And after memorizing her patterns and trying to keep her away from that conveyor belt, I eventually beat her. We are now ranked 2nd. And now we are at the final ranked fight. We get our bike stolen, so we gotta run all the way to the highway, where we get our bike back. And we make our way to the next fight against Dark Star. Dark Star. Yeah, whatever. But first, we have to get there. So we have to dodge, run over some baddies. Not too hard until we get to the very end, where we have to charge our bike speed to the fast enough to jump this bridge. And I messed up, because, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. And now we gotta play that whole section again, just to get to that point. Oh well. So, we get past that part, we crash land, and now we're on foot. We see the ghost of Thunder Ryu, and he points the way through the forest. As we progress through, we encounter baddies, but we could just ignore them, they're not important, plus Ryu doesn't point the way forever, so we're just passing through. Alright, we got to the final fight against Dark Star. But he's quickly taken out by a punch to the nuts.
Fucking Snatcher! I had him!
Jean turns out to be Travis's half-sister and/or childhood love interest? I don't know. I don't know where that wiki got that from. Can I get a source for this? Anyone? No? Okay, I'll just kill her. Now this is a fight. I can't use Dark Step. She'll just dodge everything I throw at her. I think there is one attack that I can Dark Step, but it's kinda hard to get the timing right, so I think I only do it once anyway, so for this whole fight it's just me reacting to every attack and timing my own just right. And after we get her down to about 2/3 health, she goes into her next phase. She forces the arena to get smaller and she uses some new attacks. Her ground pound and her previous dash attack now can chain 2 times. I try to get as far away as I can from those attacks because they're unblockable. Or you can just attack her when she's charging it. It'll cancel her charge because she just has to dodge everything for some reason. And so after a few more hits and a few more deaths later, she goes into her final form. The stage gets even smaller and she gets an additional dash attack. It's really tough. I died quite a few times against her. I guess I was relying too much on the dark step mechanic, but after some more practice I finally get her and we become ranked to 1. And the game is over. And we die. We die?
Some privacy? At least when he's taking a dump?
I'm afraid not. These fights don't work. It's time to die, Mr. First Rank.
You gotta be shitting me.
Or do we? You see, there's a few extra things I did for this fight. After we beat Holly Summers, we got some kind of military weapon. And when Thunder Ryu got blasted, we got his beam katana. So once we get those items, we give them to this girl, Naomi. And after some time, she makes them into weapons, which she sells for us for a really high price. For no reason. I thought we were friends, come on. So we have to buy these items to get the true ending, and then we beat Jean. Travis goes to take a dump, and you'll see an option to see the true ending. And that's where, right before the cut, Henry comes and gives him a cut, and he says he's gonna be waiting outside. So now, for the secret fight for rank 0.
Fucking snatcher!
For some reason, when fighting Henry, we automatically get switched to Travis's starting clothes, and it gets switched to Tsubaki 3. And there's no way to switch back to the Bloodberry, so I still have the same stats, which is no stats. I didn't do any of the Thunder Ryu training. So, I can't change that. This would have to be my favorite fight in the game. The music is intense and you get to do a lot of dark stepping. He loves to do his high-speed combos, usually after an initial attack. So the strategy for beating him. Like I said, he likes to do an initial attack, which is one of those unblockable moves. Once you dodge them, you can do a combo on him until he blocks. Then he'll usually do his high-speed combo on you, which you can dark step and unleash all you can until he blocks. Sometimes he'll do another fast combo, but usually he just does another unblockable. The exact timing for the dark step is on his first few slashes, I think. I just do the wiggle technique where while blocking his attack, you just wiggle the stick left and right until a dark step activates. It doesn't work all the time, but most of the time is good enough for me. At about half health, Henry starts to do an upgraded speed combo, where he'll teleport behind you, but as long as you stay locked on, you'll be fine. Oh, and no wrestling moves here. I can do them, but I'm not doing them. Just for you guys, just good old-fashioned beam katana slashes. And we did it. We beat all ranked assassins, plus Henry with no upgrades. The end? So now I gotta do the bosses in bitter mode, because getting these fights is mostly the same and this video is getting way too long, so I'm just gonna speed through them. So death metal, mostly the same, probably easier because I can't change my beam katana back to the Bloodberry, so I'm stuck with the Tsubaki 3. And again, we aren't using wrestling moves, and we beat him. 0 deaths on this one. Next, Dr. Peace. Again, like before, just dodges bullets. No real strategy, not difficult at all. 0 deaths. Shinobu, harder than before, and remember how much trouble I had last time? Same problems. She can dodge mid-combo, and that damn supersonic sword attack. A few deaths in this fight. I don't know the exact amount, but a few deaths. Getting to Destroy Man was the actual difficult part. Harder than the actual fight with him. Didn't die a single time to him, but that part... fuck that part. I hate it. Holly Summers. I had a little trouble mainly because she keeps running away. 0 deaths.
Fucking snatcher!
Harvey Vladar something, yeah. Another easy one, just more health and does more damage. That twirl is the worst though. I think the one time I got hit, I died, so just one death. Speedbuster lady, not that hard, just need to get past the baddies.
You think you're bad, don't ya?
Bad girl, I don't know why, but this fight took me 18 minutes to beat, while the next fight only took me 8 minutes. Weird. And yeah, I took a lot of deaths because my attacks are so weak. Jean. So this I beat my first time in less than half the time in the previous fight because I guess I already knew the strategy, and there's this one weird glitch or bug, something, I don't know. So when Jean and I clashed, I got a free hit, she stays dizzy, and so I can hit her a few more times. But then we clash again, she gets dizzy, and it just kept happening. It doesn't seem right, but I beat her, so hey. Now Henry again. This fight I can say changed the most moving to a better difficulty. Firstly, he gets a lot more health, like I'd like to say maybe more than double, and more damage, and I can't do the wiggle dark step anymore for some reason. So instead the timing of when I can do the dark step changed. I read online that we have to use the right stick to do the dark step, but I found another way. So he does this combo thing, right? This high-speed combo. After you block his downward thrust attack, you can do the dark step right there. I'll pause right here. But if you don't block it, you can't do it, so you just have to take the hit. It's risky, but I like it. I can almost do it every time. But you don't have to take the hit. Just sidestep the final unblockable move and attack him a few times, and it'll just repeat. It takes a while, I kinda learned it, I think. I still can't beat him every time, but it's my favorite fight, so I kept doing it. It's still the most fun fight in the game, I can't get tired of it. Even now, I still play it. The hardest part for me in this fight is just reacting to his dash attack. That's the only reason I would take any hits. Oh, I think I forgot to mention that about halfway through his health, he starts doing his insta-kill move, which is really cool looking. And yeah, that's about it. After 18 minutes of this fight, I become rank 0. Thanks for watching this really late video, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, happy whatever you are. Let's hope this year will be better, and subscribe, like this video if you like it, or dislike it if you hate my voice. Just do whatever. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.
I'm your twin brother. What the hell? That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. Why would you bring up something like that at the very last minute of the game?
I would have thought you as a player would have at least expected a twist of fate of some kind.
Fucking Snatcher! I had him!